Okay, small ring. Airspace clear for launch.
Leongatha traffic, festival 7760, clear all runways.
Leongatha traffic, glider tug Charlie Uniform Romeo, glider tow rolling runway 36, Leongatha.
Isn't it?
It is a bit.
Buffeting I was telling you about, we just got a little bit into the front launch there.
Yep.
Coming up to 2,000 feet.
Yep.
That's above sea level. You'll subtract 250 feet for a height above the ground.
Yep.
So it's smoothed out a bit now, it's good.
It has, yeah.
Charlie Uniform Romeo Cessna 172 is 10 nautical miles south of the field at 4,500. We'll be transiting down west of the field, tracking northwest towards Devil Bend, Reservoir, Leongatha traffic. Leongatha traffic, ladder touch Charlie Uniform Romeo is pushing 3,000 feet. We're just north of the field. W1 glider operating over the field, 3,000 and likely below Leongatha traffic.
Alright, so I'll be releasing the tow fairly shortly.
Yep.
So what will happen is, you hear that clunk, and then the tow plate will turn left, and
Yep.
we'll turn right.
Okay, yep.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, release.
Have a good one.
Thanks, Marty. Speed. So it's pretty quiet, isn't it?
It is very quiet, yeah.
So out to our left, you've got that's Curramborough,
Yep. Oh yeah.
and if you look right out to the left, you can see Western Port,
Yep.
Phillip Island, and if I come around to the right, that's off the down our 2 o'clock is Leongatha.
Yep. Yep.
And I'll keep it coming around. It's probably a bit hazy to be able to see Wilson's Prom, but that's your
Right
down towards our 2 o'clock is.
Yep.
And then
Leongatha traffic, glider touch Charlie Uniform Romeo's right cross wind runway 36.
you can see the airfield just down below us to our right. And then as we come around straight ahead, you're looking down towards Inverloch
Yep.
and Anderson Inlet.
So, you think when you retire you might come down this way?
Oh, Inverloch's a really nice spot actually.
Yeah.
Have you ever been there?
I haven't stayed there, I've just been through there, yeah. And next door neighbours live, they got a property near Foster.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm going to say Bunnerong or something like that.
Yeah, I'm watching the vario. See how sort of on the variometer on the instrument panel, the one on the right hand side.
Yep.
See how it's showing
Down.
Yeah. So at the minute, that's about 200 feet a minute down. It's showing at the minute.
Yep.
So what we want for gliders is hot sunny days to heat the ground up.
Yep.
To get the thermals going. So cloudy days like this, you can fly,
Yep.
but
Just
you
can't.
won't be able to find a climb.
Yeah, yeah.
And so the way you control your airspeed in a glider is by moving the stick forward and back.
Yep.
So at the minute we're on about 47 knots. If you look at the top left
Yep.
instrument there, so if I push the stick forward, see how the nose goes down below the horizon?
Yes.
And we start going faster.
Yep.
So I'll hold it at 55 knots.
India, Kilo, Victor, Charlie Uniform
And you would have
Romeo.
noticed how it got noisier too.
Yep. Yeah.
So if I bring it back to where we were, bring the nose up,
Yeah, it gets quieter.
Okay.
it's quieter, and you slow down.
India, Kilo, Victor, Charlie Uniform Romeo. Caution, sync on final.
Acknowledge. Thanks, Martin. India Kilo Victor. got zero sink there, so we're not going up, we're not going down. So
Yeah.
come around a bit, see if we can stay in that. Oh, there it goes again.
Yeah, yeah. That's the only thing. There's a couple of quarries down there.
Ah, it's a thermal.
Oh, yeah.
There was one. You actually feel it through the seat.
Yeah.
You can hear that beep beep
Yes,
sound.
yeah, I did hear that, yeah.
Come back around. Just here somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's going to be, yeah. Oh, something anyway. At least
Yeah.
you got to hear what
Yeah,
it
that's
sounds like. There we go.
Yeah.
There must have just been a patch of a bit warmer ground where the sun, a little bit of sun got down there earlier and heated it up enough to spark something off.
So how long could you stay up?
Say again?
How long on a day like this could you stay up in the air?
With that tow to 3000 will normally give you about 15 or 20 minutes.
Yeah.
But right now we are climbing, so I'm really surprised, but we're climbing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, on a good day you can stay up for hours.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah.
I won't do it for too long, and I'll make you dizzy.
That's alright.
Oh, it was good. We got 100 feet out of that.
Yeah, yeah.
Give us a bit longer up here. Yeah, it's quite hazy today, so I've been up at about 5,000 feet, and when it's really clear, you can see the top of half the seat
Oh, yeah, yeah.
right up to the bay, you know.
Yeah. You've been
120 knots.
120.
Yeah,
Jeez.
that's really whistling along.
Yeah. It'd be noisy then, would it?
Oh, bloody noisy. So that was all lift there. I've just slowed down so we stayed it longer.
Yeah.
We've actually climbed 100 feet and we're still going up.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
Very nice. Do a couple of turns in this.
Sorry?
Do a couple of turns in this. And
Yeah. Climbing quite a bit.
There we go.
Yeah.
Honey Ripper.
Yeah. Up to 3.
That's 500 feet a minute. We're back at 3,000.
Yeah. Amazing.
Fantastic. So we're above our
Original.
original,
Yeah.
the height I released from tow. We're back up. I'm really wrapped. We got to show you a climb in the glider. I thought this was going to be an up and down one today. Fantastic.
And how high can you go?
The controlled airspace step down here is at about, I think it's about 10 or 11,000 feet.
Yep.
So we can go up to that without bothering air traffic control. But you know, if you get a clearance, you can get up over 15,000, 20,000 in a glider.
Yep.
If the thermals are going that high. But you need to take oxygen with you.
Oh, really? Okay.
Above 10,000 feet.
Yep.
You need oxygen because we're not pressurised.
Yeah.
Quite a bit of wind up here. See, notice on that you've got the airfield at about just to the right of your 12 o'clock, down and down low. You might be able to see the hangars. I'll put the nose light on it to look down below. Straight ahead, about 2 or 3 k's in front of us.
Yeah.
In that thermal, when we were circling, we were drifting away from it.
Yep.
So we're flying into wind at the minute.
Yep.
But as we were thermaling, we were drifting downwind.
Yep.
There's one thing you've got to watch on a windy day, that you don't drift too far away while you're in a thermal.
Yep.
And we got heaps of height. We can make it back twice from here, but it's something you watch out. They're still climbing. This is great. Not far off 4,000. Yeah, I think we're in what's called wave lift. See those line of hills in front of us?
Yep.
On days like this, you can get a standing wave on the downwind side. So you probably notice, say, a fast-moving stream, when you see a rock that's just below the surface, and you see little ripples downstream of it. The same thing happens when the conditions are right in the atmosphere. So that's what we're flying in now, and say it's definitely not a thermal.
Yeah.
This is wave lift coming off
Off those mountains.
Those hills over there.
Yeah.
Leongatha traffic, Cessna 172, Kilo Romeo Romeo is 10 miles to the south exit of the field at 4,500. Transiting overhead to field 2 cows, estimate overhead time 5 to Leongatha.
So that was a message to us.
Yeah.
So is there a plane on the southeast or something? Is that what you said?
Cessna inbound to Leongatha, glider India Kilo Victor is at 4,100. About 2 miles southeast of the field, and we're looking.
Leongatha traffic for the glider, Kilo Romeo Romeo copies. I will stay outside 3 nautical miles of the aerodrome if you like.
Thank you, India Kilo Victor.
Air traffic control be coming from?
It was a bit hard to hear him. I think he said he was out to the southeast or east of us.
Yeah, but where was that the pilot, was it?
Yeah, that was. He was just making a traffic call to let everyone know. When you get near an aerodrome, you ought to just let people know where you are.
Yep.
But he's going to stay outside 3 miles, so he was at about our altitude, I think.
Yeah.
So. If you do see any traffic, feel free to point it out. 2 pairs of eyes is better than 1.
Yes. Down here most weekends, or?
As often as we can, not as often as I'd like though.
Yeah.
Because we quite often got catering on weekends.
Yeah, of course, yep.
So do you reckon we take off about 12:30?
Yeah, I was just thinking about that. Possibly, yeah.
We'll have to head back shortly because there are others waiting.
Yeah, sure. Yep.
So we've had a good go.
We have, yeah. No, it's been fantastic. Thank you.
So what I'll do is, one way to lose height is to speed up.
Yep.
So I'll show you what it sounds like, it feels like it when we're going a bit faster.
Yep.
So you can see the aerodrome out to our right, about our 2 o'clock down below us.
Yep.
Alright, so I'll push it up to, we'll go up to 70 knots.
Leongatha traffic, Cessna 172, Kilo Romeo Romeo is 5 miles to the south east of the field, 4,500, now turning onto a westerly heading to track direct to South Leongatha.
Kilo Romeo into Kilo Victor is 4,100, we're descending down below 4,000, we're about 1.5 miles southeast of the city.
Kilo Romeo Romeo copies. I'm currently about 4.5 miles directly south of the field, 4,600, so we should be all clear.
You're around the aerodrome, IKV.
Alright, copy one.
Well, that's the 80 knots. Now he wants the altimeter online. There's 85. Somewhere that guy, I can't see him, but he's a bugger. He's a 4.5. Again?
Would you go up a couple of times again?
No, this will be good for me. Sandy will probably go up.
So she flies as well.
Yeah, she's learning.
Yep.
We're down into that bumpy air again. That'll be the road, the top road underneath the wave.
Okay.
That's what this is. Hey! Leongatha in front of us to your right.
Right, yep.